Hello and welcome to lecture 8 of the course, and in this lecture we shall be dealing with the subject of producing reports. Before we proceed, you can download the indicated file from the link given in the description below, and in this file you will find all models, views and controllers that we shall be discussing subsequently. What are the specifications for a report generating tool? We shall output any of our reports via HTML files stored as temporary system files that the user may download and store. The tool to be employed will have a two-layer structure. It will have a top layer and a base layer. The top layer will be application specific and will produce the contents to be sent to the base layer. The main function of the base layer will be to provide facilities for handling the temporary system files and to print the data provided by the top layer in a nice tabular form. The data and the format of the table are passed via parameters, and the base layer should be application independent. So how we proceed to implement that? First, this is class Outputbase that implements the base layer. As you can see there, Outputbase extends model, and it has two public fields there, holding the file names, and has 4 user-defined functions. The top two, open random file and close random file, deal with handling the system files. Public function file HTML color outputs to file an HTML table containing all your data. Let's have a look at the parameters it accepts. Max column is the number of columns in your table. Title is the title you want to be output over your table. Header holds the headers that will appear at the top of each column, and align holds the alignment to be used for each column of the table. The parameter lists holds all data that will appear in each cell of the table, plus the background color that each cell of the table will have. Now, how this function works. You first create an array out of your list, the array rows. You then print the report title. You then print the headers row, and now you go through and you go through each row in turn, and you output your HTML table. It's quite simple. At the very end, you have exactly the same function, is screen HTML color, but if you use that, the output is directed on the screen instead of the file fout. And the top layer, for the top layer, you have the class Outputfile, and as you can see, Outputfile extends Outputbase. The contents of the class Outputfile depend on the reports you would like to have in your application. Here you see in the example, I would like to have a report on companies. And what I do there is, first of all, I open a random file using the methods of the base layer, and then I construct an extended query that collects from the tables I am interested in all the data I need. And from this query, I produce a list of the required data. And then I pass this list to the method of the base layer file HTML color. and together with all other necessary information. Finally, using the method close random file, I can output the file containing my report, giving it a relevant name there. And the user can download it and store it. And here is how you call my report. This one is within the company controller. It's action Printindex. What it does, it constructs an object of the top layer class, and it calls the index company method that produces the report I like. And then I just redirect to company index. Let's have now a look at our code in action. We enter our application, admin and admin there. And we go to company index straight away. You see the grid view widget, and you see the new button that calls our reporting tool. We press it, and it says to us that the company report HTML file is ready to download. Let's open it. And here you see the report produced. Let's go and pick large, apply a filter. It produced the filtered report. So let's change the state of one of these. And again, HTML. Now our report has this inactive state in the nice color. Let's reset the filter. Again, another report. Yes. Finally. And lockout. Our reporting tool, although it is quite simple in structure, it covers most of our needs. For the course, I chose the output files to be of the HTML type, since HTML scripting notation has become what you may call a household brand. Also, you don't need any special software to produce such files. And in HTML files, you can very easily mix plain text with tables. For example, you could modify function index company of class output file so as to add a text message that would appear before the data table. Notice that the HTML format is only employed in the base layer. And please feel free to explore the modifications necessary to change the type of the output file to XLS or why not PDF. Finally, for a quick review of this short lecture, we have introduced a simple model that supports output of tabulated data in an HTML file that is automatically downloaded. Mixing tabulated data and accompanying text is extremely easy by adding extra code in the model output file. And the function screen HTML color of the model output base can be used to output tabulated data on the screen. That's all. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, please support.